Alright, continuing our deep dive into Modern, as we continue exploring the format, all its fine magical decks to try and find what I want to play at the Pro Tour. We are trying out Tron today, an old classic of Modern, hated by Modern players everywhere, but I actually really enjoy playing this deck. I played it back in 2018 at a couple Grand Prix, did pretty well, ended up really enjoying the deck, and really didn't enjoy the card Khan Liberated in the deck. When I top 32'd a Grand Prix in Europe back then, I was playing one copy of Khan and a lot of copies of Worldbreaker. And I saw a list recently, 5-0 to League, without any Khans, and I was like, speaking my language, I need to try this out. Khans are really awkward against Spell Pierce, you can't really turn free the card that easily. You get to just play the deck in a much more chill pace when you have 8 drops instead of 7 and it can afford to play a forest on turns 1 or 2 as a result. So, pretty excited to try this out and see how it performs today. Khan the Great Creator is Busto, yeah. Khan the Great Creators look very impressive. That's a card I was always skeptical of, but the more I see it in action, the more it impresses me. Okay, this is a little bit of a puzzler. So obviously this doesn't have turn 3 Tron. If you draw a Tron piece in the first 2 turns, it does... I think on the draw I'm going to mull this on 7. I would probably keep it as a 6. Alright, well, this is a little risky, reliant on the stirrings, but I'm going to keep it. Can't Signiverser? I don't think so. I don't remember that one seeing play, but maybe it did. I can get rid of Explosives or Whale. I think in the dark... Oh, they don't have a companion. I feel like a lot of the... I just don't think we're going to have time to Whale if we're stirrings on 2, right? Whereas Explosives is something we can, like, kind of deploy whenever we want. Feels like Whale's really intended for, like, turn 2 a lot of the time. Alright, we're getting Inquisitioned. This is a bad matchup, I assume, because they have 8 Field of Ruins. But, how it goes. How am I liking Street Fighter? I'm still enjoying it. Street Fighter's great. I'm still mainly playing as Chun-Li. I'm not very good at the game, but it's a lot of fun. How do we get only player into Coffers? 3 of my last 4 matches on stream have been against Coffers, I think. Is this like the only deck anyone plays, it feels like? Oh. It is a lot to take in. There's definitely a bunch of things I know I'm just like not doing correctly or whatever that I'm having to learn. Abby, can you please stop being so negative all the time? Alright, fire off the stirrings. Find the tower. That is good news. Bit of me almost wants to take Khan the Great Creator though, because they have a Field of Ruin. They have a Field of Ruin. Maybe this is okay. Thing is, if they start fielding us, we also just need to be hitting our land drops, right? I'm gonna take tower. Kinda just need to hit our land drops, so. I'm actually gonna play out tower before power plant. They do know about this power plant. And we know there's a tower on the bottom, although I guess they would be shuffling it back in. It doesn't. I guess it's better to get this killed, right? Because the tower's better once we do assemble Tron. I don't know how much of, like, concern that is, though. How many of the cards from Lord of the Rings am I excited for in Modern? I'm excited for the One Ring. I'm excited for Samwise. I'm a little bit excited for the Flash 1/1. This one in a black Bowmasters. Although I don't know if that card's actually going to be good enough. I don't know if that card has a home. But it is a very powerful card. We are Tronin now. Yeah, this matchup must just be heinous. Like, Sundering Titan's also really bad against their deck. It feels like. Yeah, the one with food. There's one that infinite combos with Cauldron Familiar plus Sack Outlet. Well, we only have 2 forests. Yeah, I definitely would not register this deck for a Pro Tour if I knew Coffers was going to be popular. We've been seeing it a lot in leagues recently. Definitely been seeing it a lot in leagues recently. There's their Khan. Okay. What are they gonna get? You like repeal? Oh, there's the white Remond. That card's cool. Yeah, the Mana Dork is cool as well. Makes Grist uncounterable, which is cute. They get their own Sundering Titan, I see. So they get to block 2 of my lands next turn. This feels pretty over. I assume we're just dead here. This matchup seems very unwinnable. But I might want to do some sideboarding here. We have a lot of bad cards in the deck against them. Engineered Explosives seems like it literally doesn't have text. Sundering Titan is not great against them, although it might just be necessary because we have a lot of stinkers in the matchup. I guess this is the cost of playing Great Creator. You can't sideboard very effectively. Oblivion Stone's really bad, right? Because it only really hits Great Creator, except Great Creator turns it off. Yeah, maybe I just bring the Ballista in. Hope they don't have a Fatal Push. Oh, but that turns off my Gigantha. So I guess I'm not doing that. Haywire might? Maybe. I don't know what it would even hit. Is the problem. When they fetch artifacts, they usually have Khan in play, right? We kind of want this as a 2 to target. We have this as a 2 to target, I guess. We have this. Maybe we board in Chalice? Yeah, for the tutors. Doesn't seem like something we're ever grabbing of Khan. It definitely seems better than Engineered Explosives. Oh, no Jeggy again. Fuck. This is so brutal. Sundering Titans is so awkward here because it's always going to blow up our forest because we're always going to have a forest in play. Very unsure. This does not seem very keepable. Okay, this hand also doesn't really do anything. It's so hard to mulligan that much against them for Tron though, because they have Field of Ruins, and at least this deck like hits its land drops and then casts Karn on 4. I guess on the play we get to Tron, right? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna keep this, but it's obviously not very good. I just don't feel like mulliganing is gonna get us anywhere against an 8 Field of Ruin deck. Yep. Wow. Beautiful. A plus. They kept Inquisition. I mean, they are also a con deck. They also cannot sideboard very much, right? And it hits Sylvan Scrying and stuff like that. Could fire off this and draw. I could just grab my Elk, I guess. This is what I'm gonna do. And then next time we just get to Karn. Yeah, they knew about the double tower, right? So the Inquisition, some helpful info. Guess that means I should have played out tower last time. Okay. So we could scrying here to try and set up Tron, but I guess I just want to resolve my Karn. They don't have a Profane Tutor on Exile, so there's no point grabbing that. Grabbing Chalice for that. Grab Liquimetal Coating and hope we get to untap. The problem is if they play their own Karn, then it doesn't actually do anything. But if they do that, then we cast our Elk, I guess, and start attacking. Okay. This matchup sure is something, right? Solemn, thank you for gifting that sub to Kaya. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. Means Kaya doesn't have to get hit by ads, which is great. But I keep losing to the Coffers deck with like literally every deck I play. But I struggle to imagine that it's actually good, right? But I sure do keep losing to it. Try and set up Tron here. Or I could cast my Elk. I feel like if we go for Tron and get to Ulamog, that's gonna be like pretty good, right? Can't actually cycle this. Fuck. Trellan's the one to watch. Yeah, I've watched Trellan a bit. Trellan's stream is pretty chill. I wish there's a Pithing Needle. I guess that would not actually work very well though. Hers is mine, okay. Obviously would love a Golos. But hers is mine means we can potentially Ulamog next turn, which sounds nice. Here's a crazy idea. If I minus and go get Oblivion Stone, that's a free I can attack with, right? I don't know. I might just play these instead. They likely have Invoke. Yeah, maybe. I mean, next time we get to scrying, grab Power Plant, cast Ulamog. That. Oh no, they had the field. They were slow rolling it to get us to play into it. That's so sick. But they grabbed Golo, so I just assumed that was going to be their turn 5. They were like baiting us, I guess. That's so brutal. Maybe they don't have Invoke. Not every list runs Invoke, right? Some people don't. Seems to be a little bit up to dispute. Attack calm start, that is certainly the plan. Run piece. Alright, that counts. Means I don't get to cast my Elk though. I don't know how much that matters. But yeah, we can attack with Star. If they kill it, we draw a card. Otherwise, Khan dies, and then we can start coating their lands. Kind of slightly wish I grabbed Golos last turn. Golos would be really sick to have in play right now. Right, get a power plant. Get the power plant. Get a mine. And then in your upkeep, Stone Rain you. Surprised they didn't sack the relic. Oh, yes, they can't. The card's been in play the entire time. Right. It's just chilling. It's just chilling. Alright. That is another con, my friend. Yep. However, Ulamog's coming, and then Stone Rains are coming. I guess they could go grab Pithing Needle. Oh, we get to draw a card, do we? Nice. Live by the con, die by the con. What are they gonna grab? We know they have these two in hand. I'm gonna exile Calm plus land, turn land to artifact, block land, get them down to 4 mana. This is nice. Oh, this is protection against Invoke. I win the game, what? Oh, they scooping already? They don't know what I'm doing, right? I guess they saw Ulamog earlier in the game. Alright, they do actually know. Well, we won a game. This matchup seems genuinely soul-crushingly bad However, we won a game. That's great. Love that for us. We can just win a second game. We'll be proper chuffed. Yeah, I'm on the draw. It's gonna make things tougher, but they're not gonna draw a card every game, right? We go on Stone Brain over Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone is like pretty much unplayable. Here it feels like. It's true, Shramp. It's the only deck in Modern. All mono black all the time. I'm not convinced other decks actually exist. Mono black has been three of our last 5 matches. I do not believe I can keep this. Yeah, they see I'm playing, they're like, oh, gonna get my coffers ready. I'm coming. I really don't want to mold to like 5 against their deck. And this hand is unique in having entirely cards I can actually cast. So. Like, they have 8 Field of Ruins. Mulliganing towards Tron isn't a thing. We just need a hand that can hit his land drops. And that's all we really want. Hey. Slightly awkward leading on this, I guess. They never had draws like I have. As in good draws or bad draws? I feel like my draws have been very, like, fine. I don't know. I'm not sure how to interpret that statement. I feel like my draws have been just, like, stone okay. entirely okay. Turn 3 Tron like it's nothing. I mean, they probably mulligan very aggressively to it, which is not a thing you can do against Coffers, because they have 8 Field of Ruins. So it doesn't actually accomplish much mulliganing towards it. Alright, take tower. I don't know. I don't feel like my draws have been that bad. Just playing Magic. Wish I could Stone Grain Khan, but I cannot do that before turn 4. Well, there's the field. Try to watch the VOD. Cool. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Uh, Magic's hard. Kind of want a map plus whale, and they're probably gonna field me. I guess I don't really want them knowing that I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have complete Tron in hand. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe I just want to preserve towers since they're better. Alright, just play this Sego. Everyone they target, I go fetch. And then we get to have 2 mana open. I guess we could get like surgical. I don't think they really typically play surgical though. Please no Khan. Please. Not turn for Khan 3 games in a row. That's banned. Ooh, we get to Golos. Okay. If they don't have a fatal push, we get to Golos. Borderless Forest. It's more likely than you think. Stonebrain the Calm. Yeah, that might be a wise thing to do. It's true. Okay, we got them to pitch a March. And another March. That's probably a good exchange. Is that just a glitch? I believe it is, yeah. I believe it is. Oh, sack it to stop them gaining life. Yeah. I should have done that. 100%. All right. Let's see what they have in hand. They get to field me again, unfortunately, but that is what it is. They know about both of these. They kill this. So I guess I want them to kill this instead, because then we have 3 towers. Because we have 3 towers left in our deck, but only 2 power plants, so we're more likely to draw. If that makes sense. Khan the Great Creator. Alright, they have Invoke Despair in hand. So the only win con they have left in their deck is a single Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. I guess they can also burn me out with Invoke Despair. Their hand is really fucking good though, but I don't know. It's gonna be pretty hard for them to win this game. Coffers, Invoke, Field. They have Marches, Shouldered Edicts, Relics, and a Needle, and 2 Oblivion Stones. Cool. They are going to start strip mining me. Next turn, if they choose to not invoke and instead field me, I'm going to be strip mined. Wow. That timing. Now I get to use my mana. It's great. Yeah, if I had Third Forest in my deck, this game would definitely feel easier, but I am feeling favored at the moment. Without them having really much in the way of win cons in their deck. Rip. That means I guess they can still Coffers to invoke, right? They probably just want to field me here. Keep me off of... Oh, they don't want to keep me off of Golos. They just want to draw free. Okay. Cool. That's fine. They're looking for a Thoughtseize, maybe. Oh boy, that's a hell of a magic card. I kind of just want to go Golos though, and I can do this next turn. Exposes it to a discard spell, but I think that's fine. What's going on with the forest? Nobody knows. Oh, we can stone brain him again with Khan. Holy shit, that's a really good point. Oh, maybe I do just do this then. Grab stone brain and get rid of their Ulamog, and then they literally can't win the game. I love that. Hell yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna Stirrings, and then I'm gonna Calm. And grab stone brain. So obviously I just want a land. I guess Power Plant is the easier one for them to attack because we don't have many copies of it left in our deck. So I will take a Power Plant. Not that it really matters, I kind of feel like we're just never going to have Tron, and that's fine. It's so wild that we might actually win this match. This matchup feels so horrendous. Maybe it's just because I'm used to them always having turn 4 Khan though. Maybe when they don't draw turn 4 Khan every game, it's actually okay. Anyway, the only win con they have left in their deck is a single Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. So once we've Stonebrained them, I guess they can also kill us with Invoke Despairs. So we have to be a little bit careful of that as well. But they need the full 4 Invoke Despairs to kill us with them. So we have, like, time to deal with that, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. On Ulamog this time. Alright, second Invoke Despair. Sure. Good draw. Good draw. We know they have a Field of Ruin in hand, so they have at least 2 Strip Mines currently. They're going to name Stonebrain. Or they can name Khan. Okay, they're naming Khan, so we can't get Haywire Might to answer this. I guess maybe I'm not meant to do this. Oh no, if I do this, it shuffles a mine back in, so that's kind of okay, maybe. Alright, we drew a land. That's actually pretty good, because that means we don't have to play Golos this turn anymore. And just go for the Stonebrain. I don't know if I meant to name Khan or Invoke. Sorry, Ulamog or Invoke. They need to draw 2 Invokes, whereas they only need to draw 1 Ulamog. We've already named Khan. The only win cons left in their deck is resolving Ulamog or resolving 2 copies of Invoke Despair. They can't win. Yes, we've already named Khan. They have no cons. I think I'm going to name Ulamog. It's more likely they draw 1 copy of a 1 of than both copies of a 2 of. I think that makes sense. Alright, yeah. The only way for them to win is casting both of these cards. We have time. They have an Edict for my Golos, but they don't have an Edict for my Gigantfer that's going to come after. Sometimes they run... What's it called? Sometimes they run Crawling Barons as like a one-of. Oh, they're being patient on the field. Just to try and keep me off Tron forever, huh? That makes sense. Sylvan's crying. I am gonna cast this. I guess whatever I grab, they get to Field of Ruin. I could get Blast Zone. For the Needle. That might prompt a Field of Ruin. Do we want to prompt the Field of Ruin in that case? I guess I just get a mine and let them strip mine it. And that's fine. Kind of want to keep Blast Zone in my deck. Because it gets my Khans online, and then we get to Stonebrain Invoke. And just, like, lock them out of the game. What a grind. I wish I had one more forest in my deck right now. Good lord. Alright, field's down. They have no more strip mines in hand. Can scrying grab a mine, scrying grab a tower, grab my elk. Definitely an argument for just grabbing Blast Zone instead. Right, we have more towers in our deck than mine, so I'll expose the tower. If I grab this, it can get fort seized. I guess they would need to draw another strip mine to keep me off of it. But also I might want my mana to do something else next turn. I think I'm not meant to grab the elk. I don't really want to expose it to a fort seize. And they need to draw like another strip mine here to keep me off Tron. They currently have 4. Oh, Inquisition, nice draw. They currently have 4 strip mines left in their deck. They play a Swamp and they have an Urborg in hand, so they have 1 mystery card. Gonna have Tron this turn. Banger draw, A+, love it. Alright, what am I targeting? Definitely targeting A Coffers. Do I want to target both Coffers? I feel like Coffers doesn't do that much for them at the moment. I should just get rid of the Pithing Needle so that my Khan, the Great Creators, are live draws. Tomb, they have a Tomb in hand. Tomb is the worst possible thing to hit. Opponent plays Khan and it is currently exiled, Lucio. What do I want to exile here? I feel like it's just the Needle. They don't have that much they can do with the Coffers anymore. I would really like Khan the Great Creator to be a live draw. Okay, yes, we're still dead now to like invoke into invoke, but alright, they have Urborg is the only card in hand. We're both in top deck mode, except I have an elk. This is great. They draw a strip mine. Pretty good. Also try and use they for opponents we don't know. Oops, you. Hey, good draw. Go get tower. Right, we've exactly 1 mine and 1 tower left, so running out of lands. Oh, this game's been great. I'm really scared of just getting invoked out of the game though, but if we can gain some life, we can't lose. Oh, that's really scary. They get to draw 2 cards. No. Oh, they're just gonna gain 1,000,000 life. Okay, that's not the most relevant. I'm not convinced their life total actually matters that much. Right, cycle this. Ding, ding, ding. Now we grab Stone Brain. I assume it is just Stone Brain that we're grabbing. We can name Invoke Despair. Oh, Stone Brain is a hell of a card, huh? And now they deck. Yeah, win conditions in their deck is now 0, so they're just gonna deck. Very normal game. Very normal game. Time can kill you. Seems unlikely. I have like 5 minutes left. I could just remove all my stops and they would die, right? Oh, maybe I'm just meant to Stone Brain every card in their deck. Maybe that's the line. Instead of all this cutesy get Liquimotor coating nonsense. Get stuff from exile, I love it. It's so funny. Calm Brain Mill Plant, a classic. Just a very normal game. Oh, March of Wretched Sorrow, sure. Fine. Very happy we drew the Stone Brain after boarding it in. It would have been really embarrassing to have needed it and then not be able to grab it with Khan, right? Boringly normal game, yeah. Nothing of interest happened. We don't need this forest anyway. Where we're going, we don't need forests. Oh, they lost 2 life and lost 2 life. Partial to the removal stops clan. Yeah, it's probably the right choice. I am having fun though, so you know, maybe I just keep doing this. I do like blowing up lands is the thing. Perhaps a bit too much. Consider, I do really like blowing up lands. Hey, Alchemical, you've walked in on a very normal game of Magic the Gathering. We are on turn 16. Nothing to see here. Opponents on 43 life after we've attacked them for the past 5 turns. Nothing to see. I could remove all my stops and then they would lose the game. But I'm enjoying Stone Raining them every turn. Love some normal Magic the Gathering. Yeah. Oh, they're only 10 cards away. I wonder if the real BM is just to stop attacking them. Only liquid metal coating and then F6 every turn. The dream. Perfect. Classic 11 loyalty Khan the Great Creator. Very normal. Okay, they conceded. Thank God. Alright, 1-0. That matchup felt so horrendous, but we got there. Maybe it's fine. Maybe they don't draw Khan turn 4 every single game. The games that they don't draw Khan turn 4 feel very winnable. If we had a third forest, it would help a lot as well. Third forest would have been very, like, made a huge difference as well in that matchup, because then the strip mines matter a lot less. I'm a little sus on this Cascading Cataracts. Is Cascading Cataracts actually good? Entire shower in between Stone Braiding Rule and Morgan now. Welcome back. Yep. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. I need to go get some water. Somehow during that match I ran out of water, go figure. So Sanctum of Ugin good? I don't know. Probably, but probably. Historically, it's been good, but I could see it being worse in this build. I do like Basic Forest. Basic Forest is pretty pog. It helps you against like Ren plus Pasagio as well. I will be back in a couple minutes, and then we'll enter our second round with Mono Green Tron. Be right back. I return. I also struggle to believe this combo, but we're just trying things out. Just vibing, see what sticks. Also good to see you, combo. Oh, I left my water downstairs. God. I'm so smart. It's fine. I had some before I came up. I'll live. One day he'll show up and not critique the pile we're playing. Is it when I play a good deck? Okay, cool. Good talk. Good talk. Oh my god. I'll play Breach at some point this week, and then you'll be like, Brain, that deck looks great. Well done. I'll be like, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. This seems like a mulligan. This has one land. This is worse. Okay. Gonna keep this on 5. Definitely getting rid of Blossom. Use to get rid of Second Mine. Hey, Technoduke. Really, I should just assume all our opponents are on Coffers and get rid of explosives. Oh, Amulet. Exciting. Exciting stuff. I want to just play this on 1 so that I can blow up the namesake if they play it turn 2. I can't get Coffers, yeah. This is like legit interesting. I feel like you can make an argument for all 3 of these plays. Genuinely feel like you can make an argument for all 3 of these plays. Alright, so there you go. Like, doing this protects us from Amulet a bit. It means we get more info before we have to decide on what we're grabbing off of these, which is nice. Obviously, it needs things to go a bit right for us, but that's just mulling to 5, right? Kind of need to get a little bit lucky regardless. I feel like this is a fine play. Well, now I wish I could do this on 0 against the tokens, but we're still going to need it on 1 at some point, right? So, certainly be worse. So yes, we're looking to try and crack this turn on their turn 4 when they go and get an Amulet off the Saga. I guess we can, like, chill on this for now. Just fire off the stirrings. This is the worst ancient stirrings I've ever seen. Good lord. What do I want to get? So I'm not playing out map, right? Because if I play out map, then when I hold this up to blow up Amulet, it doesn't do anything. So you want to get either map or Khan, and probably not a big thing. Khan can go get bridge, which could potentially be quite helpful. All 5 of the remaining green cards, yeah. True. That's how it works. Yes, I take map. I don't know. Maybe this is bad. Maybe I'm just meant to take Khan. So if I'm sacking 2 maps this game, am I really going to win this game? That's like a lot of time and mana to invest. So maybe I'm just meant to take Khan. Regardless, I feel pretty dead here. Seiju, okay. You get to kill a Tron land, or kill the explosives. They might just do that. Probably killing a Tron land, though. Interesting. This means they don't get a Saga token, so that's, like, okay. They're kind of not doing anything with their mana this turn. Also means they'll have 6 mana next turn, though, so that's pretty bad for us. Land, please. Wow. We found 0 lands in the top 13 cards of our library. I guess I fucking die. I guess I just die. Cool. That's what I get for playing Tron. I deserve this. Tron, you gotta remember, when you're playing Tron, you deserve all the bad losses and bad luck you get. It's just how it goes. When you play against Tron, they never draw like that. It's magic. I don't know. Every deck draws like this sometimes. Just magic. I've definitely had Tron players draw like this against me. I don't think it's that strange. 4 mana? You need like... Even if you go Dryad, that's not good enough, right? Wow, they're just killing the explosives. Alright, that makes sense. Negativity bias. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means. I am a no thoughts head empty gamer. Third land is indeed Pog. Oh my god, why? Why? I just want a Tron piece. I just want a Tron piece that's not another fucking Ursa's Mine. Good lord. Yeah, that makes sense, Sheep. Yeah, I kind of feel that way a lot. Like, every deck is gonna draw mediocre sometimes, or run bad, or whatever. Wow. We are so fucking dead. Alright, let's see what payoff they have, I guess. They've had a pretty slow draw, so they must have a good payoff in hand. They must have the Titan or something. Instant. Sorcery. Cool. Let's move on with our lives. Alright, sideboarding. Sideboarding. Feel like I would like to be able to naturally draw a Haywire Mite. What cards are explicitly bad? Say Cityscape Lever is unexciting, but probably fine-ish. Ugin is kind of same territory. Kozilek is kind of same territory. Explosives is fine, right? Because it kills Amulet. Kolos is fine. Wormcoil's like unexciting but fine. Basically, we have a lot of unexciting but fine things we can board out. I'm definitely boarding in Might. What is Khan typically going to be minusing for, I guess is the question. We're going to be minusing for Might a lot. We're probably going to want to minus for Sundering Titan some amount of the time if they have a Dryad in play. We probably want to be able to minus for Chalice, and we also don't want to be boarding this in because it gets rid of our Elk. Although the Elk's not very important in this matchup. Probably want to be able to minus for Bridge. I don't think we're ever minusing for Oblivion Stone. I don't know if we're ever minusing for Stonebrain either. Maybe we do that quite a bit. I feel like we can board in one of these three. It will be fine. I feel like the Kozilek does not seem terribly impressive. Because it's a lot of mana. And the Ugin seems pretty bad. I feel like I'm meant to be holding in another card, but I don't really know what. This seems okay there. How do you gear decks towards an open decklist tournament? Honestly, I mostly just try and play whatever deck I vibe with or enjoy and not worry about that too much. Which, I don't know if it's something I should be thinking about more or whatever, but that's normally how I approach things. Explosives is good against the card Amulet. But I feel like on the play, I really want to be just proactively doing my thing. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Also, we don't really have a colored source for it if we're cracking Staff or Scrying. Like, in terms of archetypes, I feel like the sort of decks I would feel comfortable registering for a closed list tournament are still the things I'm going to register for an open deck list tournament. But you definitely tune the decks differently. You'll put, like, one-ofs in the sideboard to force people to play around them and stuff like that, you know? But I don't feel like I would play a different deck because of it being open or closed list. Well, seems like we're going to be turn freeing. I kind of wish I kept the explosives now. Like, ideally, we would have kept explosives over cataracts, except we didn't know that we were going to draw a land. So we were kind of forced to keep this, even though it's a bit of a stinky card. Yeah, the more I play this deck, the more I just want this to be a forest. I feel like this is far too cute. I can't imagine you ever actually want cataracts instead of forest, right? That seems like wild to me. Well, they have the turn 2 kill. Matchup seems pretty bad. It does. Certainly does. Hey, sophists. Hope you're having a nice vacation. Cultivator classes. Oh boy. I'm allowed to scoop now. That was very fun. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, that matchup. I guess that draw game too is pretty fucked up, but that matchup feels a little tough. Yeah, I think it's mainly for Golos. But like, I don't know. This seems so much worse than Third Forest. Just like having more targets for Field of Ruins, being able to keep more hands, knowing you can cast your green spells reliably. Seems hard to beat if they draw well. This is true. It's the big thing about Amulet at the moment, though, is there's a lot of Blood Moons running around. And whilst our deck can slog through a Blood Moon, I feel like Blood Moon is pretty unbelievable against Amulet. Oh no, it's more having more Field of Ruin targets. So like against the Coffers deck, we only had 2 forests in our deck, which ended up being really awkward. Because it means they just start strip mining you once they've found the 2 forests. So having a third target is like a big difference. Because that means they have to do like 4 Field of Ruins to have got to the point where they've Stone Rained you. Ron used to play Nature's Claim, I know, right? Great Creature is so good, but it does come with a lot of costs. Keep this. And keep mulliganing towards the most medium hands. I knew there are matchups where you can keep this. I don't know if you can keep this in the dark though. On the draw as well. I think on the play I would keep this in the dark. Mulligan. This is literally the same hand but worse, but I guess I will keep on 6. Sylvan's crying. Hey. Yeah, that's fair, run home. I don't think it's awful to keep it, but Team Vents. Spell Pierce? We're getting Spell Pierced? I feel like if they had Spell Pierce, they'd have put it on the stack already, right? Like, no hesitation. Get that Expedition map out of here. Want nothing to do it with it. Opponent, please. Where are you? Jeskai Ragavan Breach? Doesn't that deck normally have Gigantha? I feel like that deck normally has Gigantha. Alright, Spell Pierce. It feels more likely that they're Murktide, right? Oh, their creativity. Okay. Oh, I have to do this first, so I have info for scrying. Don't know what you're talking about. Never seen a Tron piece off Ancient Stirrings in my life. Oh boy. Oh boy. Opponent, please. Make a play. Yeah, the problem is, this Tron piece is a lot slower. Like, very meaningfully slower here. Fairy time. Feels likely that we're gonna get creativity on turn 4. Oh, Prismari command. They didn't make a token. I guess they can just get one, right? One from Peace Tron. Yeah, I'm trying this new strat where you just only run Urza's power plants. Gotta say, it's not been working out great for me so far. So far, I'm not convinced by it. Oh, this looks so squidged. It looks so silly. Alright, please don't creativity me turn 4. When I tried out creativity, I think I cast creativity on turn 4 like one game in the entire league. I'm kind of coming to the realization that maybe top 8ing a Pro Tour just means you're cursed for the next month and can never win a game. Oh, they don't have Dwarven Mine. Right. Nice. They do have Spell Pierce, apparently. Seemingly. Blah, 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 blah. Like an explosives for 0, I guess. Yeah, I've used up all my luck. It's true. Cool. Good. Good draw. Oh my god. Scream. As far as they're really nice. I don't know what set they are. Much of the machine, apparently. Yeah, the new ones. They discarded Spell Pierce. I guess we just let this attack us, then we have explosives up. Leyline, binding, my engineered explosives. Sure. They cast another Fable. Oh, they cast play a Dwarven Mine and we die. Cool. Fun. Can I win from here? Maybe. Seems a little tough. That's definitely step 1. That's definitely step 1. I can play an Ensnaring Bridge and hopefully I don't have another Leyline Binding or a Teferi. And if they don't, we probably win. Or I can play a Golos and hope to Ulamog next turn. I think I'm just going to hope they don't have a way to remove an ensnaring bridge. It's very wishful thinking, but gotta do what we gotta do. And then if we untap, we get to Sundering Titan them. Alright, please just don't have any of your 7 cards that answer my ensnaring bridge friend. This creativity also answers this. Details. Can I pretty please play a different deck after this? I will say, so far Tron has not been impressing, so the odds might be in your favor. Dream. Alright. Wish me luck. Tron piece. One time Tron piece. One time Tron piece. Come on. Come on. Don't outright dismiss decks and actually try them? Yeah. Gotta give things a shot. Definitely hitting Archon. Do I want to hit Reflection or Ren? I assume Reflection. Maybe Reflection. Ren is actually also pretty annoying is the thing, but kind of both of them just block forever, but I guess you only need 2 Ulamog attacks. Maybe like Ren is a problem because it gets them to 8 mana eventually so they can cast Archon. Oh, Binding takes away Tef as an out. Oh, that's smart. I didn't think of that. That's a really smart heads up point. Alright, they don't have the answer. Pretty interesting. Assume we attack Ren. I assume they're blocking no matter who we attack though, but we hit 20 cards. Let's see what we hit. We hit 2. We hit 1 Archon. They still have 2 Archons left in the deck, sadly. They have 2 Teferi, supposedly, and they have 2 Bindings. Oh, we hit 2 Creativities, so they only have 1 Creativity left in the deck. They let the Ren die as well. They should have fetched. Yeah. How many black sources are in the deck? They have Mana Leak in the deck, wild. They only play 3 Archons. Some people play 4, right? Regardless, we've only hit 2 Archons out of 3. Kinda wanna kill Fable. Fable digs. We know their hand doesn't do anything at the moment. I just don't want them getting 2 cards deeper. Sure. Can't believe we're actually, like, able to win this game. It doesn't mean we're going to, especially if they have a Teferi for a Leyline Binding. But it's not impossible, right? Oh, they bounced the Ulamog. Opponent? What? Does this mean they have an Archon to, like, make us discard it? Or are they just being very silly? Oh, you said they Leyline Binding Ulamog, we get it back with Leveler anyway, right? So that's a thing. I feel like I almost have to kill this goblin. Wait, could I just have killed them with Leveler? Am I really silly? I think I missed lethal. Very silly. 3, 7, 8. I might want to kill the treasure token. Treasure token makes black mana. Yeah, I guess I missed lethal. Right, does ever gets to attack, they die. Oh, they're at 16. Sorry. I'm silly. What does killing the goblin do? I'm trying to cut them off black mana so they can't hardcast Archon. Since that's a card that could conceivably be in their hand. And I'm not sure like what other things that matter in terms of exiling. Also, like, getting rid of the goblin means they're attacking me for less. If they draw a way to remove my Ulamog for a turn, which does matter a little bit. Wow, we actually won that game. What the fuck? What the hell? How did we win that game? That's so absurd. We did nothing for the first few turns. We like fumbled around and missed land drops, and then we Troned them. When we fucking Troned them. So I guess there is the question of what cards do I want to be able to Karn tutor, and what cards do I want to board in? So I guess all of the, I guess Oblivion Stone we're keeping in the board. I guess it's a question of do we want to board in any of these? Of the cards in our main deck, I would say things that look unexciting to me are like Worm Coil Engines. Do not really do anything against them. Kozilek does not seem very exciting. Everything else is pretty decent though. I don't think we're ever tutoring for Cityscape Leveler, so maybe I board that in. Over the Kozilek. And then it's a question of if one of these is just better to have in our main deck. I think Explosives is a pretty nice card to draw. I don't know if we're ever going to be Karning for it. I feel like a lot of the time when we're Karning, we're going to be Stone Braining them. It's probably fine to bring this in. Do they earn Persist? They do not. Actually, being able to Karn for Explosives is really strong, actually. God, sideboarding with this deck is so mind-melting. Just, like, so hard. Alright, I'm keeping this. Warping Whale's good against them. We have 2/3 of Tron. Seems fine. Obviously, we don't have a way to search the third piece, but I feel like as far as 7s go, this is pretty good. Can't just mulligan everything. Alright, they mulled to 5. Apparently they can mulligan everything. Creativity very capable of winning off of mulligans though, because they're a Renin 6 deck. Renin 6 does good work. Cool. Alright then. A 2-1, I guess. 2-1? Question mark. Nice testing you. I know. I thought so too. Alright, I'm gonna run a quick ad break before the next round to help get rid of pre-rolls, and then we'll be into our 4th round of Mono Green Tron. Pretty uncertain on Wormcoil Engine. It's certainly a nice card against some decks, but I'm really worried that it just makes like sideboarding a little tricky. There are some matchups where it's really poopy. But turn free Tron, baby. Turn 1 Urza Saga. Turn 1 Urza Saga is always the scariest thing in the world. Oh, it's Hammer. I'm dead. Cool. Good talk. I guess. I think I'm gonna play out map. It's kind of awkward though. But sure, just hope we don't die. Snubhorn Sentry. Everyone's fave. Alright, they're just making a Saga token. Deal. Oh yeah. I approve. I approve, opponent. I could Explosives here. Explosives to 0. Kinda nice. Right? And then next turn we fetch Playstone. Yeah, this is nice, actually. Oh, getting to main deck engineered explosives is so good. They don't even have white mana at the moment. Oh wait, no, they're a Gigantha deck. They're not Hammer. What are they? Are they like Affinity? Oh, they could get main deck Pithing Needle now for a map. That would suck. Not every main deck Pithing Needle's not very common though. Oh, they are Hammer? I'm so confused. Nothing makes sense anymore. Okay, they are Affinity. Cool. Interesting. I guess that's just a card you run in Affinity if you play Urza Saga. Makes sense. Go get Tower. Run out the Oblivion Stone and hope we don't die. So if we don't die, we set them back to the Stone Age. They only have 8 damage at the moment. In 2023, indeed. We'll still play Affinity. I guess they can put us dead to Galv Blast. I don't know if that's a card they play. I haven't seen any colored mana from them. Bring back Mox Opal, please. Mox Opal's like my favorite card ever. That's an exaggeration. That'd be Wilderness Rex. It's my favorite card ever. Mox Opal's up there though. Mox Opal is delightful. They print another Thoughtcast on a body? Wait, other than just Monitor? Oh, as in you're talking about Monitor, right? Yeah, Monitor's great. Infinity's playable, but not tier 1. Yeah. Affinity seems decent. Well, clearly don't have lethal, so that's nice. They're grabbing their elk. Interesting. So if I wait until their turn to crack Oblivion Stone, I can hit whatever they get off their Saga. We think they have. I feel like if they had Pithing Needle, they would have grabbed it, but I guess not. I guess they need to try and kill us, and that's why they got Gingerroot. Maybe it's too greedy to wait when we just have like so many bangers in hand. I guess I can play Star and crack it, and that informs my decision. Because if we hit another Tron land, we just get to go Khan afterwards and feel great about our lives. Forest. Yeah, Khan's gonna be very good against them. It's true. I guess I'm also worried about them just tutoring up another Gingerbrute and like having another plating in hand and fucking killing me. I could just kill the Saga with the Boseiju and stone them. And then they don't get to tutor. That sounds kind of nice, right? Does it kill Saga? No, non-land permanent. Theosophia, be the Tron villain you want to see in the world. I guess I can also just kill the Saga Seigo. What am I doing? I can kill the Saga Seigo. Right. Smart. Good. Because then they can't tutor Pithing Needle anyway. And we just get to sit on the stone and force them to go to combat, and they can't play any hasters. Right, I figured it out. That took me too long. Cool. I guess this way they get to do, like, forecasty stuff. That sounds... I just don't know that matters at all, right? I almost like it if they cast a Fort Monitor into this, because then we get to kill the 2/2 flyer. Right? Cool. Oh, Nettlecyst. Okay. We can go Khan for bridge. Which sounds good. Oh. Yeah, we can get ourselves low enough, right? Do I want to grab bridge? I assume I want to grab bridge. They have free artifacts currently, and they can't get rid of any, and we get to play free things out. Cool. Oh, I could get might. Oh, maybe might's the line, because then we get to gain life. It's like unlikely they're playing Galv Blast in their deck. I think I was meant to get might. To play around like the off chance that they have Galv Blast in their list. They'd need Mountain as well though. So it's like pretty hard for them to cast it. Okay. Khan tutor targets are going to be Walking Ballista, Explosives, Oblivion Stone, Ensnaring Bridge, Haywire Might. So obviously we can probably board in a Might here, which is pretty nice. What cards are bad? Kozilek is bad. Kozilek is getting cut immediately. Thundering Titan seems pretty heinous. I think the rest of the cards are fine. We definitely want a Haywire Might. And then we should bring in 2 of these 5. But not Walking Ballista. So 2 of these 4. I'm pretty certain I want Ensnaring Bridge in my board. And I'm pretty certain I want Haywire Might in my board. So we're going to bring in Stone and Explosives. And that sounds good. Oh, Ugin. Right. That's a card in my deck, of course. I should have taken out the Ugin, I guess. This hand seems very bad. I think we, in this matchup, we actually have to mulligan pretty aggressively towards Tron, because they're so aggressive. Or towards Engineered Explosives. I want to go to 4, not particularly. That doesn't even do anything if we hit Tron though. That's a problem. Yes, it has a Khan bridge. The Skating Cataract strictly worse than Basic Forest again. Just the most win more card I've ever seen in my life. Very good draw. Banger draw. A plus. Right, they do have red mana in their deck, potentially. Or they're just playing this because it's an artifact. Welding Jar, okay. Good against my explosives. Scrying. So we get to go search this turn, next turn, Sphere Scrying. So we're going to have turn 4 Tron. But we also have explosives to try and get them, which is nice. I'm going to sit on the explosives. I don't really want them knowing about it. I don't want to play it into like Metallic Rebuke there, particularly. So I guess I want to get Tower Lost, probably. Alright, hopefully they don't rebuke the sphere. I'm kind of relying on it. Cool. Get Tower, and hope we don't get buried here. They might get Pithing Needle for Khan the Great Creator now. Off the Urza Saga. Or for Engineered Explosives. Both of those are like pretty good names. Oblivion Stone's a good name as well, because we have 8 mana next turn. What does Catharax do in this deck? Win more. Mostly it gets cut whenever I next get to edit the stack, is what it does. We have Golos in our deck, but this card just seems so much worse than Basic Forest. To an astronomical extent. Also, hey Dokomoi. Let's be reasonable, cut Cataracts, and add good magic cards. I don't think you need to be able to activate Golos. Yeah, Golos might just not be worth it, full stop. I don't know. Maybe. Ugh. 9? That's a lot of damage. They don't have blue mana open. Oh, they have 2 fucking Welding Jars there. I'm just dead, right? Oh no, Khan turns off Welding Jar. Oh, spicy. Oh, that's so fucking sick. Holy shit. This is so sick. So, shout outs to Cascading Cataracts, which is stopping me getting a Haywire Mite to kill their Sojourner's Companion. That's kind of obnoxious. That's like not very okay. I guess I'm just gonna blow up their Darksteel. So no, they can't even activate it. I guess I want a plus though to stop it dying to Companion. Oh, it's non-creature. Good point. Well presented. A plus. You passed the test. The test where I check if people know that Haywire Mate is non-creature. Well done. Get bridge. I really want 2 explosives here though. Is the thing. Yeah, explosives plus seems good to me. Means we might lose our calm, but we're just gonna do so much damage here. So this was a pretty good multi-5. This worked out. Opponent put a sad face in chat. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, that was fun. I've missed Tron. I've missed Tron, y'all. I know that makes me a bad person, but I have missed playing Tron. The single loss was Amulet, which felt like a pretty bad matchup. TBH. I feel like this list needs some tuning, but I don't know. I'm not like opposed to Tron. I'm pretty happy we cut those Khan Liberateds. I think that was a good move. This hand... I don't know, this seems pretty bad. We don't have a payoff. We don't even have locked up Tron in hand, even by turn 4. I'm just gonna mulligan. Sad face is pretty deserved. I mean, you're not wrong. This hand also seems pretty bad, I guess. I guess I'm keeping this on 5. I will say, Tron is a deck that really benefits from open deck lists. You get so much more info on like whether you're meant to keep your Relic of Progenitus on your Molt 5. I don't know whether to go to Bowstone or Khan. You see. We're against... Oh, what? We're against Affinity again. Wish I kept O-Stone, apparently. I'm probably just meant to play this out, right? They're very heavy blue. They didn't actually hit anything for the Emery. Oh, I guess they hit Fort Monitor, never mind. They hit very well for Emery. I take back everything. I started being able to read cards again. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty strong opening from our opponent. Only wishing we had an O-Stone right now. Okay, Ancient Stirrings. Power Plant Tower. I take Power Plant. You want to play Tower Lost, ideally. I can play out Map, or I can play out Star. I think I would rather play out Star, because then I get to cycle whilst casting the Sylvan Scrying. Oh, they play Force of Negations. Interesting. That's good to know. That explains the Seagate Restoration. It all makes sense. Oh, they drew a Bauble. That's such a beating. Now Emery does something. They're not really attacking me for much yet, though. Fear Rebuke 4 Force. Cool. I take it all back. Oh boy. We're taking some damage. Make some green mana. I don't think there's anything that's going to super shake up the format. There are some cards that seem interesting. would say I'm interested in the One Ring, Samwise Gamgee, Bowmasters. Losing the game horrifically. You know those cards. I think I'm dead now. No, if I draw Tower, I go Calm Bridge. Then I die to the shitters, I think. Whatever, I'm just gonna move on. Alright, hey, why am I? Sundering Titans. The 4th Tron land, indeed. Indeed. I believe we boarded in these two and Oblivion Stone last time. I'm not sure where Bowmasters will be good. But it's clearly a very generically powerful card. Like, I don't know if it's going to have a home. But it's clearly very generically powerful. Yeah, worth it in Yawgmoth? Maybe. That's interesting. Huh. That's interesting. It is 2 bodies for Yorg, right? Kills Ragavan. Kills Darcy. Sometimes. Well, that's true, Scott. That's true. I don't know. I don't feel like it needs a whole lot to be good. I guess this is the sideboarding. We have explosives, we have map. I think this is a keep. This is a pretty obvious keep. Explosive slows them down a lot. We're going to have turn 4 Tron with stone. Stone, of course, works perfect with turn 4 Tron. I guess it's the question of what decks draw extra cards in Modern. Like, oh my fucking god. So gross. So good. It's also pretty good. Marquee card advantage spell, Underworld Breach. Wait, what card? Oh, Renin 6, right. It's like, Underworld Breach? I think Underworld Breach draws cards. I'm too breach pilled. I read Marquee card, advantage card, and I'm just like, I think I know that card. This shows them that I have the answer. But I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It's like pretty unlikely they have Second Needle or like some weird disenchant, and I just want to be able to use my mana efficiently next turn. Expressive Iteration, right. That card's pretty good too. Pretty good. Hey, it's a land, we'll take it. We'll fucking take it. That's all I wanted, was a land for the turn. Let's kill this. Yeah, not really doing very much. I guess they have Metallic Rebuke, so we're just gonna Expedition map. Yeah, triggers on bauble draws. You ding bauble, you ding consider, you kind of ding Teferi, though obviously they can bounce your Bowmaster, but that's like fine with you, because then you just kill the Teferi next turn. That doesn't actually sound bad for you. The ping just seems really good to me as a big part of it. Like, the Bowmaster seems really messed up against blue-red decks. Because the ping kills, like, all their 1-mana threats on turn 2, and then it, like, shuts down their board, makes their baubles and their considers really embarrassing after that point. And that sounds pretty powerful. More of a sideboard card. I mean, you could play a main deck in Yorg as like a one-off. It makes two bodies for Chord of Calling. That's a thing, right? 2 bodies for Chord of Calling is legit. 2 bodies for Yorg. 2 bodies for Grist, etc. It doesn't seem that much worse than an Undying creature. This is weird. I kind of want to cast this now whilst they can't Metallic Rebuke it. Is that crazy? Sounds pretty good to me. I guess Metallic Rebuke doesn't work against Tron anyway. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, whatever. It's been done now. Shrug. I just don't know how to play Magic, clearly. Okay, we got a Force of Negation pitching Forecast out of them, so I'm still counting that as a win. Obviously, we have Engineered Explosives to slow down their clock pretty substantially. Give another Forecast. Fucking Magic card. Alright. We have Blast Zone. We also have, like, literally have Beseiju in hand. I can E for 2. Yeah, I can. I kind of want to E for 0 pretty badly, it feels like. Feels like I really badly want to E for 0. We can kill the sphere later. Oh, they could rebuke. They can't rebuke this. Oh, that's amazing. That's so funny. And then once they sack this, they don't have rebuke open anymore. Oh wait, they still do. Right. Am I just playing around rebuke for the rest of the game? I kind of want to play this, but maybe I'm just meant to play around rebuke for the rest of the game. If rebuke is the final card in their hand, I probably like can't ever lose. Oh, this costs 2 to cast. Never mind. I'm remembering how magic works. Apparently, I'm just gonna crack this now. I guess it means they can't cast like fort monitory stuff very easily. Preserves our life total, etc. Okay, 3 mana forecast, sure. Pretty fucking good card. Oh. They're a pretty good card. If only I had Orcus Bowmaster right now, yeah. Ah. So I could go Sphere, Crack Sphere, Boseiju Damping Sphere, have 5 mana left over, or I could just cast a Khan. What is Khan getting here? Oh, it can get. I can't cast Liquid Metal Coating this time because of Sphere. I'm 1 mana short. To shut down. I guess it doesn't shut down Saga long enough. They still get to do it in my turn. Right. Yeah, they could have Rebuke as well. Yeah, that was also a consideration. If I Boseiju them first, I turn on Rebuke, which does not sound incredible. I could just go get Haywire Might this time. And, like, play out my Boseiju. Yeah, they didn't have it before. But they also, like, drawn 3 cards since then. This might be loose. Kind of like it. Like, obviously it exposes the might, but... God, I forgot how much I enjoy playing Tron. I'm the villain. I'm the villain. It costs 3 mana, right? Yeah, it's 2 mana to cast and pop Sphere, and then you get 1 mana back. So it costs 3 lands. So you have to tap 2 Tron lands. We would have had like 5 mana left over after doing that. Tron players aren't the villains anymore. They're the heroes we need. Are they the heroes we need or the heroes we deserve? They cast Pithing Needle and Damping Sphere this game. So rude. Ragatron, ooh. They'll never expect it. I turn 1 Urza's Tower. Chromatic Star. Turn 2 Urza's Mine. Crack Chromatic Star, make red. Dash Ragavan. Hit you. Get a treasure. And then you have 8 mana for turn 3 Ugin. It's that easy. Jarvis with the raid. Can we get a shout out for Jarvis? Jarvis is great. Great person. Enjoy Jarvis's stream as well. I hope you were having fun, whatever you were up to. It was 79. Very nice. 69 even. Very nice raid. Very nice raid. Oh, thank you, Callie. One of the streamers of our time. Plus 1 mana to activate Boseiju. No, but Boseiju costs 2, but it also costs a mana to deploy the sphere, so it would have been 3 lands. So we would have been tapping these 3 lands and having 5 mana left over afterwards if we did do that. Main sphere is bad in lands. Interesting. Back on that lands plan. Alright, opponent. What's your play? I guess I took a long time on my turn. We actually have less time on clock than them. I shouldn't really complain. Depending what they do, it's possible we just like Oblivion Stone next turn, that we would lose our Khan. Also just like kill Damping Sphere, get a big Ballista. I don't know how many Pithing Needles they play. This is something I'm a little bit aware of here. I don't know how popular, like we've already been through one Pithing Needle. But it's like, what about second Pithing Needle, you know? A worse Scales deck? Yeah, Scales is kind of cracked. Scales is really good. I'm a big fan of Scales. I don't think I would register it for the Pro Tour, but certainly do like that deck. Oh, that's cool, Delicate. Hell yeah. Blood Moon doesn't defeat Abundant Growth. Indeed. I guess if Haywire might kill Saga, then Khan can grab Oblivion Stone and reset everything. Kind of depends what they do here, though. Kind of depends what they do here. Oh yeah, you can post a link to that. Chaos. That sounds cool. Green-white artifacts. What are all the greens for? Oh yeah, we saw this earlier. I couldn't really figure it out. Very curious. Wow, they play Urza. Interesting. Let's play out the Urza. Now might be the Oblivion Stone time, and then we just play top deck wars. I guess they could have Force of Negation. Except they can't tap this. Oh no, they tap this to make blue mana. Oh, why would they tap the Saga? Darksteel Citadel did not make mana because of Khan. So, that's probably the reason. Let's just get Walking Ballista. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make it a 5/5. Let's just get Bridge. It does work. This taps. It's a Urza that taps the artifacts. So it does work. Let's just get Bridge. I guess we can't actually do the stone thing without killing Damping Sphere, right? And I kind of want to kill Saga. Can I empty my hand if I play Bridge, though? I can't, right? Can't do that. I'm just really worried about them having second Pithing Needle. It's like what's kind of spooking me out here. Instead, just cast this and have it in play and kill the Saga. We lose our Khan in combat, but we're going to be losing our Khan anyway. Per the Oblivion Stone. Maybe that's fine. I'm actually kind of into this, I think. I'm just going to cast Stone. Hope it resolves. We kill the Saga and then we say go. Oh, they have the Force of Negation? Fuck. Oh no. Fuck. That's so good here. Oh my god. I think that means we can no longer kill the Saga and we just have to kill the Damping Sphere instead. Right? Because I just have to be able to like go over the top of all this stuff now and dig for like some payoff. In which case I can let Haywire Might block for a turn before cracking it. Or I can crack it now so I get to use my mana. Alright. The sequencing kind of sucks for us, but whatever. Whatever. We fire off a sphere. We've already used up the Beseiju, so we don't have one of those to go tutor. Power plant. Deal with 2 constructs. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like, I feel like the only way we're winning this game is getting that sphere off the board at the moment, so I don't know if we can deal with 2 constructs. It depends on what we draw. It's not a case of can we deal with 2 constructs. It's a case of either we answer the Saga and have to draw something that answers their board whilst they have Damping Sphere in play, or we answer the Damping Sphere and have to draw something that answers their board, but they have an extra thing. Like, you just kind of have to pick your poison. It's not a case of can we deal with one and not the other. Both of them are rough situations. We just have to choose one of them and roll with it. Okay, they don't have Sucking Pithing Needle in their deck. That's good to know. That's actually relevant information for if we get to a game 3 here. I guess if I'd said go with Haywire Might, we'd have got to block here, blow up this to save Calm for a turn, but it doesn't feel like that really accomplishes all that much. Rats. Alright, we need to draw something very good next time. Oh, I'm not falling my test again. Well done. Well done, Callie. A+. You get a good grade in not falling for my tests. Kaya also gets a good grade in this. Good grades all around. Yeah, they're forced to attack both at Khan. That's true. In exchange, we risk exposing ourselves to them grabbing a Pithing Needle if they'd had a second copy. I feel like it's not unreasonable to believe that, like, Affinity could be playing 2 Pithing Needles in post-board games. It's such a good Saga target. And it's just an artifact, so it naturally works with their strategy, but I don't know. Ah, this is smart. We're dead. What are we gonna draw the next turn? Oh, we don't get to know. I'm a little bit sad. Highly recommend drawing an Oblivion Stone. We dead, indeed. I don't know how to feel about this deck. It felt like fine. Honestly felt a little bit underpowered by 2023 standards. There's time. Indeed. Felt like a little bit underpowered by 2023 standards. I will say the way this is constructed at the moment is very awkward. I wish we were able to sideboard better. I feel like if I was to play this deck more, I would get rid of some of the cute sideboard cards. The very... Was there any sideboard card that just streamed? Like Trinisphere. I feel like you can cut Trinisphere and have another card you can sideboard in. I guess all the rest of it was pretty good. I'm like not super excited by the idea of Soulless Jailer when you can just grab Chalice of the Void instead. I guess it's fine against Dredge, but it also feels a bit slow against Dredge. Like maybe we just grab Crypt anyway. So it's like possible you can cut Soulless Jailer. I don't know. I do feel like I would like two more actual sideboard cards, so that you can take the bad cards out more often. I feel like I would really want the 4th Explosives in the 75 maybe. That card was very impressive in this deck, weirdly. Various Obsession deck next. Maybe. Or maybe another Oblivion Stone. Sphere is good at being a thing you can wish for on turn 3 and stop your opponent from meaningfully being in the game. Ah, that makes sense. Well, Second Might is partly because it's a thing you can then sideboard in that answers like Blood Moons and whatever, but maybe it's not good. I guess I was just finding in most matchups I had about 3 to 4 cards I wanted to board out. Which I guess is partly the cost of playing Kozilek in your main deck. Or in your deck. I felt like I had like 3 to 4 cards I wanted to board out in most matchups, like pretty badly. So... And like I always had like 1 to 2 less cards I wanted to board in. So being at a point where there's like a couple cards you can board in would be nice. How's the mill matchup? Main deck Kozilek definitely helps. True. Alright, I'm off for the weekend. Thank you everyone for hanging out. This has been great. Hope y'all have enjoyed the stream. Enjoyed me playing some Tron.